Hey team, it's Brad Ferris. So on the coaching call today, we went through a few different things, and one of them that I thought would be worth is putting a post into the group is about practice growth, our practice growth calculator, and 3 letters, ROI. So as we said on the coaching call, the people of the organization, this is going to be of different importance to different people on your team. Certainly from the practice owner standpoint, from the business owner standpoint, from the physician standpoint, also anybody in the marketing department, financial department, this type of information, of course, is going to be really helpful. But what's also really cool to know is that, Brad goes through and coaches on some very important tenets of this, which is the 10% better. And so just to put it into perspective, what we went through in the coaching call today was that when looking at an average month, anybody in our program is going to be in a position A and they want to get to position Z, right? They're going to go from one place to another. You're looking to go from one place to another. And so from an increase standpoint, it'll be an average month for your practice. Again, these are arbitrary numbers that you can plug into this calculator. Just shout out in the comments here if you want this, if you don't already have it. Myself or Brad, someone on our team will share this with you. So from an increase standpoint, new patient leads that are being generated on a monthly basis, this could be the number of inbound phone calls you're getting, the web form submissions, the chat widget, Facebook Messenger, the number of leads, patients that are reaching out saying, hey, somebody there, can you help me please? If an average month for you looks like 30, then as most of you know, when we have initial discussions, we're looking at, let's look at a baseline number, very conservatively as far as where you are today. So if only 15% of the patients to get in touch are actually, 50% are scheduling, then that's going to be 15 patients are scheduling. If only half of those are showing up, and we had someone call today, Denise, and they've got close to 100% show rate, which we're used to hearing from a lot of our practices. If that's in place, if it's only 50% and you're having 7 or 8 patients show up, okay? Now, once the patient comes into the practice, they'll have their consultation, and if only half of those are actually accepting your treatment plan, they're accepting the recommendations from the physician, then that's going to be 4 new patients, right? Just from an average month at 30 increase, okay? Now, if your practice has an average case value of 3,000, and some of our practices it's a lot more than that, maybe some of you here it's a little bit less, it's going to be an average. On the insurance standpoint, we know if it's Medicare, for example, there's going to be a different collections number versus if it's private insurance. But a case value, that amount of revenue, that practice revenue, the money that case will generate, so that's talking about the consultation, we're talking about the procedure itself, that case value for the patient, if it's only $3,000, then that's the case value. Now, lifetime value for a lot of practices, if you're a practice that has a program, for example, repeat visits, then the average lifetime value can be more. It could be 4, 5, 6, it could be $15,000. If you're doing any type of regenerative medicine, if you're doing aesthetics, there's going to be packaging and a lifetime value. If you're a dentist, then that patient they should be coming back, right? So they should have a larger lifetime value. So initial new patient case value, bang, lifetime value should be more, but we're keeping it conservative here. We're using just a baseline of 1. Lifetime value is the same. So that month is going to generate you $11,250. That's going to be, if you rinse and repeat that same month over and over for a year, that's $135,000, okay? Now, let's talk about why you work with us. It's getting better, okay? So getting just 10% better every month, okay? So the number of new patient leads. Everybody here knows that when you work with Clinic Roar, you're doubling or tripling the number of new patient leads you're getting every month, okay? But let's just say it's only 10%, super conservative. New patient leads coming in is going to go from 30 to 33, okay? Now, from a schedule standpoint, if we're just getting 10% better, if we're just going from 50 to 60%, then we're going to be boosting this up to closer to 20 new patients that are scheduling. If we only get 10% better at the patients that are showing up, if we're just following the scripts and the frameworks and building the confidence anchors in that patient to get them feeling really excited to come into the practice, we're addressing them by name on the phone call, we're being really warm and welcoming, we're energetic and enthusiastic, we're using the triage process that Brad coaches on, then we're going to have 12 patients showing up, just 10% better. Now, Brad coaches also on patient handoffs. We're talking about converting patients at higher numbers, having more treatment plans accepted, talking to the patient in terms of the benefits that they're going to receive from the treatment plan or from that procedure versus the technical stuff. Nobody really, when you go on a vacation, right, you want to go to Maui, you think about the wind in your hair, you're thinking about the sunny beach, you're thinking about the mountains in the background. You're not thinking about getting on the airplane, going through TSA, you're not thinking about the crappy chips and popcorn or whatever else they give you. You're not thinking about the person behind you that's farting on their seat, right? It's big dramatic, but we don't need to bore them with the details of the technical aspects. We're talking about the transformation that our treatments and our procedures provide to these patients, okay? So just 10% better there. We're now seeing 7 patients and 7 treatment plans accepted, or sales, let's be honest, these are sales that are generated for the practice, where we're seeing 4 from your average month, okay? Now the case value hasn't changed, but what if just 1 out of 10 of these patients were actually referring somebody? What if we wowed them with such an amazing experience? What if we just asked them for a review? Then 10% would refer to us. We would get 10% more referrals. The lifetime value would go from $3,000 to $3,300. That's just from the referral. Now, of course, you should be packaging, and there's ways in which we can help you to package your treatments and package your procedures in order to increase the lifetime value in most cases. And so what we're seeing here then, just 10% better, is going to be doubling our revenue for that month from $11,250 to $23,522. It's actually a little more than doubling, right? Now, what's really incredible is when you multiply this by the 12 months of the year, we're now going from $135,000 in revenue from an average month here to over 282. So you're going from a little over $1 million to over, basically getting close to $3 million, over $3 million here, okay? This is huge. This is 10% better every day. This is what we're here to help you with. Ask us, please. This is what we do. This is what we see our practices do. This is why you're part of our coaching and our mastermind and part of our program. Now, one important way to look at this also is, okay, going from 135K, everybody's doing okay, like there's nobody ending up on the street here if they're only doing 100K a month, or even 50 or 60K, okay? I know these situations can be different, but what happens if you don't do this? Then you're losing, or somebody else in your marketplace is getting the 150K per month, okay? The difference between where we are today and 10% better, following the coaching, following the program, asking for help, celebrating the wins, telling us if you have any issues that we can help you with, is going to double your practice. That's what we do. That's why we're here. That's why I made this short video, to show you the type of math that we look through from our business standpoint, the type of math that we look at when we're looking at growth express for your practice, and a type of numbers that as a business owner, as a practice owner, that we can help you to look at as well. As always, feel free to reach out if you need any support. We're here to support you all. Thanks so much for watching this video. We'll talk to you on the other side.